What up, all my fight fans? So, I recently did a video about Jon Jones coming back to heavyweight in March 2023. With that being said, where is Francis Ngannou and where is he at with the UFC? We remember Francis Ngannou fought in 2022 this year and beat Cyril Gane in a very highly anticipated match. Why was it highly anticipated? Because the guy was on his end of his contract. He's going to be at the end of his contract at the end of this year. He was scheduled. He's been scheduled and speculated to fight Jon Jones for multiple times. These guys wanted to fight for a very long time. You know, these guys have both talked to each other about wanting this fight. You know, and I'm sure if the UFC would have paid them, because I do believe it was because of the pay, the reason why the fight didn't happen back in 2021 and obviously 2022. But we all know that Francis Ngannou has been hurt. He blew his ACL or MCL, I'm not sure what it was, but both of his knees were shot in the Cyril Gane fight. So it was amazing the fact that he was actually able to win in that Cyril Gane fight. And we know that Francis Ngannou has been talking multiple times about boxing, wanted the ability to box, wanted the ability to fight Tyson Fury. And if you remember back in April of this year, 2022, that he was Tyson Fury had brought him into the ring after his fight against Dillian Whyte in April, and they've been talking both with each other. But of course, those talks had to go on the stopped in his tracks. In his tracks, they definitely were not able to talk anymore due to the fact that Francis Ngannou was hurt and he could not do anything. So it was pointless to even bring anything up. It was pointless to even talk about fighting at this moment. But being the fact that Francis Ngannou has said that he is pretty healthy and he should be able to return early 2023, so now this brings in the question is he going to come back to the UFC? Is he going to be able to go box Tyson Fury? Is the UFC going to be able to finally schedule him and pay the man what he's worth against Jon Jones? Because guys, let's face facts, that's the biggest fight you can make in the UFC history right now. Jon Jones versus Francis Ngannou, that will sell a million pay-per-view buys, if not more, because that's just one big massive main event, big massive pay-per-view event, big massive heavyweight event. You know, because you got Jon Jones to return, been gone for 3 years, basically in everybody's, well, 90% of everybody's pound for pound, regarded as one of the greatest of all time, if not the greatest of all time, going against the heavyweight, the scariest man alive, the scariest man to ever be in the heavyweight division, Francis Ngannou. I mean, the guy has 5 fights that went literally a minute long. You know, these guys literally, Francis Ngannou, you goes in there, he touches your chin, you go to sleep, that's it. We remember that crazy knockout that he had of Alistair Overeem. It looked like he almost decapitated him. And then all of a sudden, look what happened. Cyril Gane, both knees shot. Everyone has Cyril Gane pretty much gonna win that fight very easily, very handily. And then all of a sudden, Francis Ngannou comes out with some new strategy and takes Cyril Gane down. You know, of course, he was not able to strike with him as much because of his banged up knees. But it turns out that, you know, Francis Ngannou got some wrestling of his own. So yes, this would be one hell of a match if they can make it. In all honesty, I hope they do. I hope they do. Like, that is by far we waited so long for this. We've wanted this ever since Francis Ngannou won the heavyweight championship back in 2021. So be that as it may be, with that being said, is Francis Ngannou gonna come back to the UFC? Because, you know, his contract is expired, and right now I'm sure they're negotiating. I hope they are negotiating, because I do and want to see Francis Ngannou in the cage, in the cage, and also in the ring. Would I like to see him against Tyson Fury? Sure, but I'm sure that they don't want that right away, because I know they want that fight being made with him versus Jon Jones. But guys, let's face facts. Come on, let's point out the obvious here. It's not going to hurt him if he does Tyson Fury first. If Tyson Fury lights him up and hurts him first and beats him up first, it don't matter. Look what happened with Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor. That's the best example I could give you guys. Because remember when Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor met with each other back in, what was it, 2017? You know, a year later, Conor McGregor went against Khabib, another GOAT, another greatest of all time, another one of the greatest to ever do it, and did a massive pay-per-view draw. Massive pay-per-view draw. Of course, there was a lot of hype and a lot of build up to the fight with that whole Dolly incident and such, but still a big pay-per-view event. It did not hurt anything. The fact that Mayweather was able to tune him up, was able to knock him out, it didn't hurt anything. And that's exactly what would happen with Jon Jones and Francis Ngannou. It would not hurt anything if we see Francis versus Tyson Fury first. As a matter of fact, it might do even more. Hell, who knows? Maybe it will even give you more buys because of the fact that Tyson Fury could possibly even knock out, Francis Ngannou could possibly even knock out Tyson Fury. So you never know. It would actually be one hell of a way to promote another fight with John Jones. So yeah, guys, I would like to ask you this: who do you think is going to happen next? Do you think Francis Ngannou is going to come back to the UFC, or is he going to go back to boxing, or go to boxing, I should say? You think he's going to face John Jones first, or is he going to face Tyson Fury first? Let me know what you guys think in the comments on what Francis Ngannou is going to do first. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.